What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for MLB Saturday, April 3rd.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate.
And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made.
Okay guys, we have a 5-game slate tonight, so let's take a look at the pitcher position. I like Corbin Burnes with a 10% pitching advantage over the Minnesota Twins. Corbin Burnes is only giving up a .432 OPS versus righties. He pitches his best ball versus righty batters, and he's facing 6 righties here. On top of that, the Twins have only hit 3 of his last 12 pitches, batting a .250 batting average. Not a huge sample size there, but he is $9,200 FanDuel salary and $1,000 less on DraftKings. So I like that DraftKings price. He's projected at 30.7 fantasy points here tonight, and he had an ERA of 2.11 last year. His record was 4-1 on the season, and he was pitching an average of 84 pitches per game. He averaged 37 fantasy points per game on the season last year, and he scored 17, 55, and 41 fantasy points in his last 3 games. So, also Vegas only thinks there's going to be 7.5 runs scored in this game, or their over-under is 7.5, so a low-scoring game. So I like Corbin Burnes here versus the Minnesota Twins. Okay guys, it's time to announce the winner of our $100 weekly PayPal giveaway. And the winner is Keith Pauley. Keith Pauley, congratulations. You are the winner of this week's $100 PayPal giveaway. Please reply to our comment below to collect your prize.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, let's take a look at the first base position. I like Jose Abreu batting against Alex Cobb. Jose Abreu, he bats 14% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a 1.018 OPS versus righties. And Alex Cobb is giving up a .693 OPS versus righties. And Jose Abreu is 2 for 5, batting .400 with a 1 OPS versus Cobb. He's $4,000 FanDuel salary and $1,800 more on DraftKings. He's projected at 11.3 fantasy points here tonight, and he scored 14 fantasy points per game on the season last year, scoring 38, 3, and 6 fantasy points in his last 3 games. So I like Jose Abreu here versus Alex Cobb. Okay, now I'm going to give you a value play here. I like Brandon Belt with a 51% batting advantage over Chris Flexen. Brandon Belt is batting 51% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a 1.115 OPS versus righties. Now, we don't have any stats for Chris Flexen yet. There's no at-bats versus Flexen, but Brandon Belt is only $2,700 FanDuel salary, and he's $1,500 more on DraftKings. He averaged 11 fantasy points per game on the season last year, and he scored 3, 10, and 10 fantasy points in his last 3 games. So I like Brandon Belt here versus Chris Flexen. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Ty France with a 37% batting advantage over Logan Webb. Ty France bats 37% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a .978 OPS versus righties. And Logan Webb, he pitches his worst ball versus righty batters, giving up a .826 OPS versus righties. Ty France is 1 for 3. He's got a triple with a 1.333 OPS versus Webb. And he's only $2,700 FanDuel salary and $1,200 more on DraftKings. He scored 9 fantasy points per game on the season last year, and he scored 15, 13, and 9 fantasy points in the last 3 games. So I like Ty France here versus Logan Webb. Okay, who do we have at the third base position? I like Kyle Seager with a 23% batting advantage over that same pitcher, Logan Webb. Kyle Seager bats 24% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a .851 OPS versus righties. And Logan Webb is giving up a .822 OPS versus lefties. Now, Kyle Seager is 0 for 2 versus Webb, but it's a small sample size, and he's $3,200 FanDuel salary and $1,400 more on DraftKings. He's projected at 10.2 fantasy points here tonight, and he scored 11 fantasy points per game on the season last year, scoring 12 and 6 fantasy points in his last 2 games. So I like Kyle Seager here versus Logan Webb.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. I like Corey Seager with a 37% batting advantage over John Gray. Corey Seager is batting 17% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a .991 OPS versus righties. And John Gray pitches his worst ball by far to lefty batters, 21% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .952 OPS versus lefties. He's $4,500 FanDuel salary, and he's $1,000 more on DraftKings. He's projected at 11.8 fantasy points here tonight, averaging 13 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 28, 16, and 9 fantasy points in his last 3 games. And we know Vegas thinks this is going to be a high-scoring game. 11.5 runs scored in the game. That's the over-under. So I like Corey Seager here versus John Gray. Okay, moving on to the outfield position. I'm going to give you a value play here. I like Adam Eaton with a 69% batting advantage over Alex Cobb. Adam Eaton bats 54% better versus righty pitchers. He's batting a .768 OPS versus righties. And we know Alex Cobb throws his worst ball versus lefty batters, 15% worse than his other pitches, giving up a .816 OPS versus lefties. Adam Eaton is 2 for 5, batting .400 batting average and a 1 OPS versus Cobb. He's $3,100 FanDuel salary and $400 more on DraftKings. He's projected at 9.2 fantasy points here tonight, averaged 9 fantasy points per game on the season last year, and he scored 16, 22, and 3 fantasy points in his last 3 games. So I like Adam Eaton here versus Alex Cobb.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.